All right, listen. Have you been thinking about writing a book? Do you already have books? Listen, I want to talk about today becoming an author and why you want to do that because it boosts your authority and your visibility. And if you are a business owner and specifically a professional service provider, then I think this is really a critical point because a lot of people are making the buying decision based off of their perception of your expertise, your knowledge, and your experience in the field that you're in. And what better way to demonstrate that than with a book? So, hey, everybody, I am Sharvette Mitchell. Listen, I want to shout out those that are joining us over in my Facebook community. I want to make sure that they know that I'm on because sometimes the algorithm doesn't let you see everything. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a comment tagging everyone over in the Facebook community. Listen, I see you already here. A shout out to Marketing Tips with Sharvette. You're in the right place here on a hot Friday in here on the East Coast in Richmond, Virginia. But certainly shout out to those that may be checking this out on our YouTube channel, or you might be listening to this by way of the podcast. Shout out to you. Go ahead and subscribe wherever you are. Hello and welcome, Dr. Nina. Good to see you. Hey, Dana. Good to see you. And so, who am I? If you're just experiencing this for the first time, or someone was like, "Hey, you need to go check this girl out." I'm Sharvette Mitchell. I'm the CEO of Mitchell Productions, and we are a marketing and professional development firm. And very simply put, for small business owners, in particular women who provide professional services, there's three things. I could do a whole long list, right? But three things. I help them position their expertise, get more visible, make more money. That's the short story, but I'll tell you more and talk more later. So again, let's go ahead and jump in. And some of you that are connected with me and have seen me really since last week, shout out, do co-author announcements. And so some of my co-authors are here hanging out with us here in this live broadcast. But I've been shouting out co-authors for my eighth book collaboration. And so we're going to talk about become an author to boost your authority and your visibility. So I want to encourage those of you who are maybe on the edge, like, man, I want to write. And let me know in the chat. Let me know a couple things. So wherever you are listening, and even if you're listening to the podcast, there's a little link that says send me a text. Let me know if you are already an author. Just type author wherever you are. Just type author. And for those of you who are like, I want that's on my list of things to do. That was on my 2025 resolution list to become an author. Let me know. Just type become in the chat. Just type become in the chat. So let me jump right on in because I want to share six kind of points for you as we talk about become an author to boost your authority and your visibility. And again, this is really geared towards professional service providers. So, who are we talking about? Like therapists, realtors, accountants, leadership consultants, education consultants, all kinds of coaches, and all of that. Speakers, certainly, as well. And so, let's jump on into our first point. So, number one, a book instantly positions you as an expert. There is something amazing that happens when people see that you have written a book or that you are writing a book, they automatically see you as credible. It just is what it is. And I want you to think about the word authority and what is the root word of authority? What is the root word of authority? It's author, right? And so even before they crack open, the cover, even before they read the synopsis on the back of the book, there is an instant level of credibility that automatically comes to you. I'll give you a primary case in point. So one of our co-authors that I did a co-author announcement last week, she actually put before the co-author announcement, she just put a post on her own page just saying, hey, I'm in a book, I'm writing my chapter, I'm gonna keep y'all posted on what's coming up with this book that I'm writing and the book project that I'm in. She got a speaking engagement. She reached out to me and said, I got a speaking engagement just from the post saying that I was in the process of writing a chapter for a book collaboration. So, again, number one, if you are a note taker, a book instantly positions you as an expert. And then a book also gives your audience something tangible It's like tangible proof of your knowledge and experiences and expertise, your story, your brand story, or your transformational story. And let me just stick a pin right here, because I know sometimes when I use the word, I see authors in the comments. Sometimes when I use the word expertise, that feels kind of fuzzy for people. They're like, I don't know if I'm going to declare myself an expert. I don't know. There's so many people that know more or have done more than me. But I just want to remind you, like, to look back at your track record, look back at your education, your certificates, the length of years that you have done anything. All of that is transferable, and all of that really goes into your realm of expertise. And also keep in mind, there's somebody that's 10 steps behind you looking at you like, oh, I wish I was in their space. I wish I knew or had the experiences that they had. So just keep that in mind. I like to just stick that in and remind you of that. Again, if you're just popping on in, I'm Sharvette Mitchell. I am the CEO of Mitchell Productions. We are a marketing and professional development firm. And this training is become a author to boost your authority and visibility. All right. And so, if you are a current author, let us know in the chat. Just type author. Or if you are wanting to become an author, just type the word become. Just type the word become. And let's just talk about these six things that'll hopefully kind of twist your arm to say, okay, I need to add author to my title. So the second thing, when we talk about, becoming an author to boost your visibility and your authority, is that a book is your marketing tool that literally it never stops working. It's not on vacation, right? And so, long after, you post or you go live, your books that are out there are still spreading the word. So, I mentioned that I'm on my eighth book collaboration, but literally, I am not telling you something that is just theory. I'm showing you here. I have seven book collaborations, and so what does that mean? That I join forces with our clients, and everyone contributes to the book, and we write a book together. So this is, seven books. Guess what? They can be purchased anytime, any day, any hour. People can go to websites, people can go to wherever they are distributed. They are available, so they are never, they're never not working for you. And so that's how you want to think, about a book. And publishing a book exposes, it does something really great, because it also gives you physical product. So a lot of you that are service providers, you might not actually have a physical product to sell. So if you're going to do speaking engagements, by having physical product like a book to sell, that just increases your revenue. Like, hello, that's what we're here for, right? And also the other thing is that this book, if you think about, hey, I'm serving my audience by way of the information that's in this book. You're not able to reach everybody that you want to. Everyone that wants to work with you might not be able to work with you. This is another way, if you want to think about it that way, of having a service. Is just captured in a book, right? It's just captured in a book collaboration. Also, the book can go oftentimes much further than you can go, much further, it can go across the world. I remember receiving a notification from Amazon, and they were like, I think it was Amazon or Ingram Sparks, and there were like someone ordered like eight of our books in Germany. And I was like, oh wow, it was so great, right? To just see that, and to see. Now, FYI, I did take a couple years of German back in middle school and high school, but don't ask me to translate anything. Don't ask me to share what I know, right? But I did take some German in middle school. But it was fun to see, and it was amazing to see somebody, maybe a bookstore in Germany, ordered like eight of our books. And so your book is a marketing tool that doesn't sleep. It can go further than you physically can actually go. It's portable. It gives you physical product, especially if you are speaking. Let me know if you are a speaker. Just type speaker wherever you're listening or watching. Let's just type speaker. It has the ability to really go very far. So that's number two. Let's move on to number three, as we have this topic, become an author to boost your authority and your visibility. So, being an author expands your audience. So certainly in business, we are always looking to get in front of new leads, qualified leads, and so publishing a book is going to expand and give you exposure to brand new readers. It'll give you exposure and open up podcast interviews, media attention, speaking invitations. As I just mentioned, one of our co authors of this recent book just last week posting and saying, I got a speaking engagement just by posting saying, I'm getting ready to submit my chapter. Press opportunities. And so all of those come with different audiences. And you might feel like, okay, well, I've done some podcast interviews, right? Guess what? Everybody has fans. Every podcast host has a certain level of or a certain number of audience members that are checking them out every week. Guess what? You didn't have to run ads to get in front of them. You didn't have to run TV commercials or pay for magazine space. By getting connected and having something to say, here's another point, like having something to say, by capturing your intellectual property or your transformational story in a book is attractive for media attention and for for speaking. So it's going to becoming an author is going to expand your audience, and as a business owner you're always looking to get in front of new audiences so that you can potentially capture new leads. And so books will help you reach beyond your current following and really grow your influence across even various industries or or platforms. And so I'll give you an example of that. So you all certainly know me for marketing and branding and visibility for small business owners. But this last book that we did, one of our last books, Position to Pivot. In this particular book, I specifically went from a corporate angle. So I have a chapter in here that's actually you're not going to be shocked. It's called the Platform Builder, but it is the corporate version. And so, what does it look like to build your personal brand in corporate America? What does it look like to leverage your platform in a workplace to either get lateral positions or to move up the ladder? And so, I leveraged my chapter in this book from a corporate angle. And so I was at a networking, really kind of procurement type of event this week, and I had these books with me because that topic, kind of like the platform builder and corporate America and personal branding and all of that, I was able to say, hey, I can train on this. And oh, by the way, it's featured in this book. And so when you think about different audiences, different industries, it will help you in that regard. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's go on to number 4. I'm covering six things as we talk about become an author to boost your authority and to boost your visibility in your industry. Right. All right. So hey, Rachel, thank you so much for stopping in. Thanks so much for this opportunity. You are welcome. All right. So a book can make it easier to secure speaking engagements. This is tip number 4. A book can make it easier to secure speaking engagements. Here's why. If you have this physical product and the organization has opportunities for you to have a table, sometimes opportunities where they might have budget for speaking, but they might have another budget if you have product. So it will just make you, from a speaker standpoint, make you more attractive when you're going out and actually pitching speaking opportunities, because there can be, a combination of things where you're speaking and also the audience can either purchase or the organization can purchase your books as a part of it. So it makes it very attractive. And even if you think about, event hosts, and I, as a person that has hosted an event, going on our 9th event this coming November, I can attest to this. We love authors, right? Books really give, message structure. This is here's a Oprah Life Class moment right here. When you have taken the time to write a book or write in a book or contribute to a book project, then your message, you have taken time to structure your message. You have taken time to make your topic clear. You have taken time to think through what you have to say. That's going to, in theory, make you a better speaker. You see how that works? You see how that works? So that's why, that's really the inside scoop of why event hosts and the like would be very interested. Hey, Robin, would be very interested in having speakers that have books because, again, the thought process is that you have taken time to structure something to say. And so you're going to show up well on stage, which, certainly that can also, having product can help you get bigger checks and things of that nature. All right, so that's number four. Let's move on to number five as we talk about, become an author to boost your authority and your visibility. Again, talking to our business owners specifically. And if you are a current author, just type author or text us on the podcast platform. Or if you're wanting to become an author, you're like, this is on my list. This is something I wanted to do. Just type the word become. Just type the word become. All right. So number five, as we go to number six, here's the thing. So I know that, up until this point, you're like, okay, Sharvette, I'm with you on, this is going to boost authority. This is going to boost visibility. But it seems very daunting to have to write, 40,000 words and have to figure out the editing and get somebody to do a cover design and the interior design and distribution and all of that, right? You don't have to, this is tip number five, you don't have to write alone. You can be a part of a book collaboration. So that is, again, the sweet spot for us. Now, some of you, proof in the pudding, right? The sweet spot for us are book collaborations where our authors are writing 3 to 5,000 words. However, it just depends on where you are with how much you have to say and the amount of time you can dedicate to it. So you don't have to write alone. And here's the thing, if you start small or smaller with a book collaboration, that will open up the door for you to do your own book. And so anthologies really help you to get published and to gain exposure. And it boosts your brand when you're in an anthology, which is basically a book collaboration, because not only are you promoting the book, but guess what? 8 to 10 other, and depending on who's running the collaboration, could be more, could be less, but multiple people. That's the point. You can see our co-authors on the back here. Multiple people are promoting this book. So author A has their own audience. Now, author A's audience now is going to know about author C's audience. And so writing in a book collaboration can help, number one, make you a author quicker and more efficiently as you maybe move on to your own book if that's what you want to do. But it's going to boost the authority and the visibility because you've got multiple people promoting the same book. And so it's going to get in multiple hands. And then, again, you don't have that pressure of writing 30, 40, 50,000, words. It could be 3 to 10,000 words, just depending on what type of collaboration you're in. And, not having to write alone helps becoming an author, be more accessible. It's more affordable, quite honestly, if you look at what you can pay by producing a solo project. And it is really a smart first step into authorship. We definitely have. We definitely have authors who have participated in our book collaboration and that then went on and wrote their own full books. We also have authors that had maybe children's books, but they didn't have a book that was related to their business or their transformational story or their intellectual property. And so a book collaboration fit really well with that. All right, so let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving here. I see you authors in the comments. I see you there. All right, so my sixth and final point, and we probably actually could go on and on, but the sixth and final point is that your book, and I say this to my clients all the time, and the clients that are in our platform builder program, which is a 12-month program. The clients that are in that program are a part of our book collaborations. Every now and again, we might have some authors that are outside of the platform builder program, but those that are in our 12-month platform builder program, they are writing in our book collaborations, and I'm always encouraging them to write so that the book is within your brand strategy. So this is tip number six. Your book should work within your brand strategy. So a book is not just about your personal journey and memoir. You can, But if we're talking about the topic of increasing your authority and your visibility from a business standpoint, it really should be around brand visibility. It really should be like a part of your sales funnel. So, within your chapter, if someone reads your chapter, then they should want to have a piqued interest about your service, your product, or what you have to offer. So it's hopefully jumping them into kind of like your sales cycle. And so it's smart to have, in your chapter how they can connect with you and all of that. But your chapter, when you're thinking about writing in a book collaboration and you're thinking about becoming again an author, to boost your authority and your visibility, the books or the collaborations that you're in should align with your services. They should align with your programs. They should align with your speaking topics, so that it is very natural and makes perfect sense. If somebody brings you in to speak and you have topic ABC, you get up and talk about topic ABC, but then topic ABC is also a part of a book collaboration that you can reference and say, well, join me in the back of the room. I talk more about this in more detail in, our book Propel. So you see how that makes sense? You see how that, just put a one in the comments if that makes sense. Just put a one in the comments if that makes sense. So when your book is connected, and we're wrapping up right now, when your book is connected to what you sell and how you serve, it becomes a lead magnet, or some people call it the opt-in. It becomes a credibility booster, and it is a asset for your business. This is, I don't know if people think as much about that. It is now, your business has assets. Your business has marketing assets. Your business has products, and it's an asset that you can combine with other things that you're doing. So listen, I could probably go on and on and on. So you can see I am absolutely a proponent of business owners, in particular professional service providers, having books, having book collaborations, being a part of that. And so I have a question for you. I have a question for you. What have you been sitting on? Why have you been sitting on, a book idea that you haven't executed? I'd love to know in the comments, in the chat. You can send me a direct message. You can reach out to me. I'd love to know what has been, perhaps holding you back in that space. And so, as I mentioned again, our clients that are in our platform builder program, which you'll see a comment pinned on this. I see the ones, thank you. You'll see a comment pinned here in this particular video. And so for women business owners, that are providing professional services, who feel, like unpolished, or they are or they're hiding from marketing, the Platform Builder program is a marketing and visibility group coaching program that provides you a comprehensive experience for building and growing your personal brand. Unlike self-study courses or maybe one-off marketing courses or marketing programs or services, we offer, really guided support, a safe community, and tangible outcomes. And so if you want to know about or just learn about or be on the heads up of when the next cohort is open, just jump over to platformbuilder.biz, and you can join the wait list so that we can make sure you know when the next cohort is open for enrollment. Again, platformbuilder.biz, and that link is pinned in the comment there. All right, it is a wrap. It is a wrap. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me do a quick recap of the 6 points here, and then I'm going to be out your hair. Again, if you are watching from our YouTube channel or listening from our podcast, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. What you doing? All right. So become an author to boost your authority and your visibility. That's our topic for today. And 6 points. Point number 1, a book instantly positions you as an expert. So when people see you are writing or have written a book, they automatically see you as credible. It just is what it is. Number 2, your book is your marketing tool that never stops working. The book can be sold 24/7. It can go anywhere, everywhere across the world, more and further than you can. It's really a portable brand ambassador for you. Number 3, becoming an author, expand your audience. So you get to get connected. It can open doors for like podcast interviews, media attention, speaking engagements, which all opens you up to new audiences. And we are all looking for new audiences, right? Because we need new leads all the time. Number four, a book makes it easier to book and more attractive to book speaking engagements, in particular those that host events. And the key to that is the assumption is that an author has been able to structure their message and think through how to cover topics and make them clear, which in theory should make you a better speaker. So that is that. And then number five, you don't have to write alone. You can write as a part of a book collaboration or an anthology. If you think about like Chicken Soup for the Soul, that's an anthology. That's a book collaboration. So very common. If you look at people like Oprah, she has done a collaboration. She might have had only one other author, but she has books that are collaborations, and the list could go on and on. And then number six is the book should work within your brand strategy, and so that is going to make sure you get that authority boost and that visibility boost. So you want to think about the book and all in what you have as lead magnets, right? They start and open up your sales cycle. They do the credibility boost, and they are a sales asset for your business. All right, it is a wrap. Thank you so much for taking time to watch and or listen here. And again, I'm Sharvette Mitchell, CEO of Mitchell Productions. If you're interested in just being on the wait list and hearing about the next cohort, the next time we open up the Platform Builder program, just go to platformbuilder.biz or check the pinned comment down below. And yeah, thank you, Dr. Vicky, for being here. I know shout out to you. You have a one or two books under your belt. And thank you so much for being here. All right, it's a wrap. We'll see you all later. Bye.